Police are trying to learn the motive behind the deadliest mass shooting in Texas history. People in tiny Sutherland Springs gathered last night for a vigil near the First Baptist Church.
As you have heard, at least 26 people were killed there when a gunman opened fire on the church during the Sunday morning service. About 20 people were injured. The victims range in age from 5 years old to 72.
Sources tell CBS News the suspected gunman is Devin Patrick Kelley. He served in the Air Force but was discharged in 2014. Jeff Glore is near the scene of the massacre in Sutherland Springs, Texas. That's about 30 miles southeast of San Antonio. Jeff, good morning.
Norah, good morning to you. Some of the 20 people taken to hospitals here have severe injuries. Police say the suspected gunman, Devin Kelley, showed up at the church in black tactical gear, a ballistic vest, and armed with an AR-15 type rifle. They say he was first seen at a gas station yesterday morning at 11:20. He then allegedly crossed the street and fired shots at people outside the church before he went inside that church. Police say when Kelley left the church, a neighbor got in a gun battle with him. At that point, Kelley left the scene, and that neighbor hopped in a car with Johnny Langendorf as he pulled up to the church.
We hit about 95 going down 539 trying to catch this guy until he eventually lost control on his own. He just gave up. He just he went off in the ditch, hit a hay bale from what I could see, and then he just never moved after that. He just hurt so many people, and he just affected so many people's lives. Why wouldn't you want to take him down?
When officers arrived, they found Kelley dead with a gunshot wound. We did talk to the sheriff earlier. We don't know at this point whether he shot himself or not. The sheriff suspects so. Kelley is a former U.S. Air Force member who served from 2010 until 2014. In 2012, he was court-martialed for charges of assaulting his spouse and their child. He was sentenced to 12 months confinement and received a bad conduct discharge. As we mentioned, some of the 20 people taken to hospitals in San Antonio have severe injuries, and we are starting to learn the names of the victims who were killed. Annabelle Pomeroy was 14 years old. She is the daughter of the church's pastor. He and his wife happened to be out of town this weekend. Joanne Ward was a mother of 4. Emily Ward was just 7 years old. This is a small town of only a few hundred people where everybody does seem to know everybody else, and the community is still trying to process all of this. Devin Kelley came from a nearby town as well. His neighbors were surprised to learn that he's the suspect accused of carrying out this shooting.
It's pretty shocking to find out your neighbor just did something like that.
I'm stunned. What's going through my mind right now is I'm stunned. I would have never have thought this from my neighbor nor his son.
The second we knew what was going on, we just ran over there to help as much as we could, everyone.
I heard the gunshots.
And then you ran.
And I went over there to see, and I told my wife to call Wilson County because that was gunshots and it was in the neighborhood.
It causes us to stop what we're doing, start to pray, and see how we can serve, and that's what you're seeing right here. This community is rallying around these folks.
And be with us, dear, as we learn to deal with these days to come.
We'll come together and help out because these are people, family that we knew.
And as investigators continue looking into Devin Kelley's background this morning, we will send it back to Studio 57 in New York.
Jeff, thanks.